Good morning and welcome to my channel, Stitches with Love. My name is Elizabeth, and this is where I share all about my knitting adventures on and off the needles. And this morning I have really nothing off the needles to share with you, but I do have my May sock of the month coming along quite nicely. This is only the first one of the pair. There is a recipient in mind. This stitch marker is by 3 by the Sea. You can find her on Etsy. And then I have my bag for the May sock of the month. This is from Bags by Awesome Granny. This is her Notions bag size, and I'm really pleased with it. It is the perfect size to hold my yarn, my needles and notions, and my sock. I am making these on size US 1. That's a 2.25 Chiaogu needle. I'm trying out their bamboo needle, and it's okay. I do like how pointy the tips are. It makes it really easy to get into the stitches, but they feel so fragile to me. And so I don't think I'm going to purchase another set. I will just stick with their stainless steel set that I like so well. But yeah, vanilla sock pattern, 9-inch circulars. It's working up pretty quickly, and I do really like that. And I am at the halfway point of this first sock. Very pleased with how it's working up. The main color is Paradise Punch by West Yorkshire Spinners, and the coordinating color I'm using for the heel and then we'll use again on the toe is Frozen from Hypnotic Yarns, where I get my Yarnable subscription every month. All right, and speaking of Yarnable, I have my May colorway in. I've not wound this up yet, but this is the main color called Kite Strings. Turn it this way so you can see it better. And then the coordinating color is called Peaches. And they really look quite lovely together. Their lighting is not great, but I have an opportunity to film, and so I'm just going to do it early this morning before the boys wake up and before I need to go to work. So Kite Strings and Peaches, the plan is to wind this up and then have this be the June sock of the month, because I want bright colors for my socks this summer. I think this is going to work great. Alrighty, I'll set that aside for a moment. And then because I finished my April socks of the month, which I think I talked about, was it my last episode? I don't remember. I finished the April socks of the month. This is all the yarn I have left after doing the socks and my square in the blanket. I don't have any of the coordinating color left. I used it all in the socks and then the rest in my blanket. So I know the lighting isn't great, but I'm going to do the best I can to show you this. So this is the April section for the scrap blanket that I'm working on. This was the coordinating color. It's a very, very dark purple. There we go. I'm pretty sure it was Knit Picks something. It's just in my scrap bag. And then this was the main color, Puddle Stomping. And then I did not have enough to do a full square with the two colors together. So I did as much purple as I could till I ran out and then finished with the coordinating. And I do actually kind of like it because it's just going to add a little more charm. The whole point of using um, the whole point of scrap blankets is to use your leftovers. And so I use as much of my leftover yarn in this blanket as I can until I really truly run out and have no more to work up. So this is what I have so far. It's getting really long. So I don't know if I want to go from January all the way to December in one strip because that would be really long. That would be, let's see, there's 3 squares for each month. So 1, 2, we're in April. This is May. I've gotten as far as April. So right now I have 4 months worth of squares, which means I need a lot more if I'm going to make it one long strip, which would make this blanket huge. And it was never intended to be a huge blanket. I mean, that would probably be the length of our queen size bed. So I don't know if you have any suggestions. I would love to hear them because I'm trying to decide if I want to just leave it this length and then start working on the side for the next month and make it shorter. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions because I'm not really sure which direction I want to go. It's ready to start the May squares once I get those socks done. Really pleased with how this is working up so far. This is the coziest memory blanket pattern. You can find it for free on Ravelry. There is a for purchase pattern that's very similar to this. I don't remember the name of it. But if you're not able to purchase patterns, there is one that you can get for free that is very similar, and that's the one I chose. So there you have it. April squares for my scrap blanket and my May socks of the month. And my Yarnable colorway for May that will be wound up and used for June. And then there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. Let me get this all put away. With my sweet little bag here. No, excuse me, I take that back. It didn't come with the bag. It came with, where did it go? This. With my sweet little stitch marker from 3 by the Sea. She sent me a little tea bag. I really love a good cup of coffee, but I also really love a good cup of tea, and I like trying new flavors. And so this is, if I can get it out of the bag, this is her business card. 3 by the Sea Designs. You can find her on Etsy. She has yarn and she has little stitch markers, all kinds of fun little things. I don't think she has project bags, if I remember correctly. That's not something that she makes, or at least I'm not aware of her making them if she does. And then the tea is Caramel Apple from Bigelow. This is part of their seasonal flavor collection. I'm not quite in a caramel apple mood just yet, but I think probably when I get closer to autumn, I'm going to pull this out and have it. A decadent blend of buttery caramel and sweet apples. It's just a black tea. So I'll pull that out and have it later. And then she also sent along a few little, they all look the same, a few little light bulb stitch markers in this really pretty green color. I don't know how well you can see those. So there are 3 of those. And you can never have too many of these because I tend to lose them or my youngest absconds with them. Um, they're just really handy to have. So those will go into the appropriate storage pouch so I don't lose them. And I think that really is it. I'm going to have just a little bit of quiet time this morning. I made some tea, just some black tea. I wasn't really in a coffee mood this morning. And just going to wait for the day to start. I'm pretty well ready. The boys are still sleeping. And right now I haven't been outside. It doesn't seem like it's too cold, but it's very rainy right now. Last night we had a couple of thunderstorms move through, and they don't really bother me. But my oldest son was a little scared, and so once he settled down, he was fine. And then at some point, when we had another big peal of thunder, he moved out to the couch, and I decided that normally I would wake him up and move him back to his bed, but I made an exception last night because I figured if that's where he feels safe and he's going to sleep through all of this, then I'm just going to leave him alone. So I did, and everything is fine now. I think we're in for a couple of days of rain in the forecast, which is fine because we need it. And that just means I don't need to go out and water the garden. What are you all doing today on this lovely, soggy Wednesday? Do you have anything on your needles that you're working on? Do you have plans to cast on any new projects? I would love to know what you're all working on. You can comment on this video as always. Don't forget to subscribe. I do try to put something up once a week. Sometimes I get on here a couple times a week. I also have a Facebook page, so you can go to Stitches with Love and you'll find a little more content there where I put pictures of what I'm working on, progress on projects, etc. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Happy Wednesday. Happy knitting, and I will see you next time. Bye.